जिस दिन वेद के मंत्रों से धरती को सजाया जाएगा, जिस दिन वेद के मंत्रों से धरती को सजाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
जिस दिन काले बाजारों में धन के चोर नहीं होंगे,
धन के चोर नहीं होंगे, धन के चोर नहीं होंगे।
मदिरा के सौदाई जिस दिन चारों ओर नहीं होंगे,
चारों ओर नहीं होंगे, चारों ओर नहीं होंगे।
अंडे मांस के खाने वाले रिश्वतखोर नहीं होंगे, जिस दिन सच कहने वालों के दिल कमजोर नहीं होंगे। भूखे बच्चों को जिस दिन भूखा न सुलाया जाएगा, ओ भूखे बच्चों को जिस दिन भूखा न सुलाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
जिस दिन वीर शहीदों की कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी,
कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी, कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी।
देश के हित में सब कुछ देने वालों की पूजा होगी,
की पूजा होगी, की पूजा होगी।
उधम भगत सुभाष की जब कुर्बानी की पूजा होगी, वीर शिरोमणि लक्ष्मीबाई रानी की पूजा होगी। जब ऋषि के सपनों को साकार बनाया जाएगा, जब ऋषि के सपनों को साकार बनाया जाएगा, उस दिन ऋषि के गीतों का त्योहार मनाया जाएगा।
जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय, जय जय ऋषि की जय, बोलो जय जय ऋषि की जय।
Namaste to those of you who are sitting here in this mandir this morning with us, and to those of you who are joining us on social media. We bid you welcome here this morning, and we ask you to join us as we compose our thoughts or emotions and begin our satsang this morning. Gayatri Mantra. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Atha Sandhopasana Vidhi. Achman. Om Amrito Pastarmasi Swaha. Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha. Om Satyam Yashah Shrirmai Shrih Shrayatam Swaha. With the next mantra, we symbolically sip this water as we chant this mantra, and we sip water 3 times. Om Shanno Devi Rabhishtaya Apo Bhavantu Pitaye Shanyorabhi Shravantu Naha. Devi Swarup Ishwar Puran Abhishta Ki Jai. यह नीर हो सुधा में कल्याण दान दीजे. नित रिधि सिद्धि बरसे हित हो सदा हमारा. बहती रहे हृदय में सदधर्म प्रेम धारा. सदधर्म प्रेम धारा. All-pervading Mother, sweet and divine, be pleased to bless the cravings of my soul, to reach thy bosom in this world of mine. Be filled with peace and bliss from pole to pole. Athanga Sparsha Mantra. Touching our various limbs and sense organs and asking God to bless them as we chant these mantras and we touch these organs. Om Vak Vak. Om Pranah Pranah. Om Chakshush Chakshuh. Om Shrotram Shrotram. Om Nabhi. Om Hridayam. Om Kantaha. Om Shiraha. Om Bahubhyam Yasho Balam. Om Karatal Kara Prishthi. Once again, as we sprinkle this water, Marjana Mantra, on our bodies, we ask God to bless our entire body with health, strength, and energy. Om Bhupunatu Shirase. Om Bhuvah Punatu Nitrayoho. ॐ स्वः पुनातु कण्ठे ॐ महः पुनातु हृदये ॐ जनः पुनातु नाभ्याम् ॐ तपः पुनातु पादयोः ॐ सत्यं पुनातु पुनः शिरसि ॐ खं ब्रह्म पुनातु सर्वत्र. Pranayam. As we practice the control of our breath and the control of our entire personality, we chant Om Bhuh, Om Bhuvah, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Janah, Om Tapah, Om Satyam. Inhaling once again. Om Bhuh, Om Bhuvah, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Janah, Om Tapah, Om Satyam. And for the third time. Om Bhuh, Om Bhuvah, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Janah, Om Tapah, Om Satyam. Aghamarchana mantra. Om Ritancha Satyam Chabhidhatapasho Dhyajayata Tato Ratraye Jayata Tatah Samudro Arnavaha Om Samudra Darnava Dadhi Samvatsaro Ajayata Ahoratrani Vidadhat Vishwasya Mishyato Vashi Om Surya Chandramasau Dhata Yatha Purvam Kalpayat Divam Cha Prithivim Chantariksham Atho Swaha. Achman again. Om Shanno Devi Rabhishtaya Apo Bhavantu Pitaye Shanyorabhi Shravantu Naha. At this time, we chant mantras, Manasa Parikrama mantra, virtually circumambulating this universe and asking God to bless us from all directions, from every cardinal point, and from above and from below. Om Prachidik Agniradhipati Rasito Rakshita Ditya Ishavaha Tebhyo Namo Dhipatibhyo Namo Rakshitribhyo Nama Ishabhyo Nama Ebhyo Astu Yosman Dveshtiyam Vayam Dveshmastambo Jambhe Dadmaha Om Dakshina Digindro Dhipatistirasiraji Rakshita Pitara Ishavaha Tebhyo Namo Dhipatibhyo Namo Rakshitribhyo Nama Ishabhyo Nama Ebhyo Astu Yosman Dveshtiyam Vayam Dveshmastambo Jambhe Dadmaha Om Pratichi Digvaruno Dhipatihi Pridaku Rakshita Anamishavaha Tebhyo Namo Dhipatibhyo Namo Rakshitribhyo Nama Ishabhyo Nama Ebhyo Astu Yosman Dveshtiyam
Vayam Dveshvasambhojambhe Dadmaha
Om Udichi Diksomo Dhipatihi Svajo Rakshita Chanara Ishavaha Tebhyo Namo धीपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्ट्यं वयं द्विष्मस्तम्भो जम्भे दद्मः ॐ ध्रुवादिग्विष्णुरधिपतिः कल्माशिग्रीवो रक्षिता वीरुध ईशवः तेभ्यो नमो धीपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्ट्यं वयं द्विष्मस्तम्भो जम्भे दद्मः ॐ ऊर्वादिग्बृहस्पतिरधिपतिः श्वित्रो रक्षिता वर्षमिषवः तेभ्यो नमो धीपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः ईशभ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्ट्यं वयं द्विष्मस्तम्भो जम्भे दद्मः उपस्थान mantra. At this time we try to experience the nearness of God to us. Om udvayam tamasaspari स्वः पश्यन्त उत्तरं देवं देवत्रा सूर्यं मगन्मज्योतिरुत्तमम् ॐ उदुत्यं जातवेदसं देवं वहन्ति केतवः दृशे विश्वाय सूर्यम् ॐ चित्रं देवानां मुदगादनीकम् चक्षुर्मित्रस्य वरुणस्य अग्नेः आप्राद्यावा पृथिवी अन्तरिक्षम् सूर्य आत्मा जगतस्तस्तुषश्च स्वाहा ॐ तच्चक्षुर्देवहितं पुरस्ताच्चुक्रमुच्चरत् पश्येम शरदः शतं जीवेम शरदः शतं शृणुयाम शरदः शतं प्रब्रवाम शरदः शतं दीनाः साम शरदः शतं भूयश्च शरदः शतम् आचमन ॐ शन्नो देवीरभिष्टय आपो भवन्तु पीतये श्रियोरभिश्रवन्तु नः अथ ब्रह्म गायत्री सावित्री गुरुमन्त्र ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् O soul of life, the holy King of Kings, O God of all the regions, high and low. O Lord of joy, whose glory nature sings, who shapes the earth and lets the mortals grow. We seek thy blessed feet to meditate upon thy glorious form of holy life, which drives away the gloom of sins we hate, and makes the souls of righteous people bright. My heart, O Father, meekly prays to thee, to win thy grace to make me good and wise, and bless my mind with knowledge full and free, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Yes, from dark and vicious thoughts of sins and lies. Samarpana Vakyam. हे ईश्वर दयानिधे भवत्कृपयानेन जपोपासनादि कर्मणा धर्म अर्थ काम मोक्षाणां सद्यः सिद्धिर्भवेन तत ईश्वरं नमस्कुर्यात्। ॐ नमः शम्भवाय च मयो भवाय च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च। हे मंगलेश शंकर मंगल करो हमारा, पावन प्रकाश पाई परमार्थ पुण्य द्वारा। हरि ज्ञान पे पिला दो अवदर अगाध दानी, तेरी शरण में आया है भक्त यह भवानी, है भक्त यह भवानी। And now I bow to thee, O God of calm, O God of peace and Lord of bliss divine. Thy grace supplies the burning hearts above. Thy blessings in my right desires shine. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. इति संक्षेपतः संध्योपासना विधि समाप्तः। Here ends the Sandhya Upasana mantras for this morning. At this time we'll have a transitional bhajan, and we invite our yajmans, the Devotee, and all of those who will be sitting. And Bhai Navin, the devotee is asking that you join them up here. His birthday too. And if there is any other person whose birthday it is and would like to join us. We need someone to sit up at the video. Oh, we have Panita. We invite Pandit Jack to join us on the mandap. Pandit Daddy, join us on the mandap, please. And Pandit Bisasara, I don't know if you want to bring the chair and sit up here too. Oh. Oh. On page 196, if you have your Atmageet, Om Hi Jivan Hamara. Om indeed is the very base of our life, and it is the foundation of our vitality. And if you know these mantras, if you know this bhajan, I ask you, page 196, Atmageet. Om Hi Jivan Hamara Om Pranadhare Om Pranadhare Om Hi Jivan Hamara Om Pranadhare Om Pranadhare Om Hai Karta Vidhata Om Palanhare Om Palanhare ओम ही है दुख विनाशक ओम सर्वानंद ओम ही है दुख विनाशक ओम सर्वानंद ओम है बल तेज धारी ओम करुणा कंद है ओम ही जीवन
हमारा ओम प्राणधार है
ओम सबका पूजे हैं हम ओम का पूजन करे ओम सबका
पूज्य है हम ओम का पूजन करे ओम ही के ध्यान से हम शुद्ध अपना मन करे
ओम ही जीवन हमारा ओम प्राणधार है ओम के गुरु मंत्र जपने से रहेगा शुद्ध मन ओम के गुरु मंत्र
जपने से रहेगा शुद्ध मन
बुद्धि दिन प्रतिदिन बढ़ेगी धर्म में होगी लगन ओम ही जीवन हमारा ओम प्राणधार है ओम के जप से हमारा ज्ञान बढ़ता जाएगा ओम के जप से हमारा ज्ञान बढ़ता जाएगा अंत में यह जाप हमको मुक्ति तक पहुँचाएगा ओम ही जीवन हमारा ओम प्राणधार है ओम है करता विधाता ओम पालनहार है ओम पालनहार है ओम पालनहार है। Before we begin this morning, I'd like to acknowledge the presence of Pandit Jagdeep Mahadev here with us, Pandit Bharat Bisesar, who's also here with us, Pandit Siram Ganesh is here with us this morning, Pandita Devi, Pandita Nirvani, they're all here. We thank you all for being here this morning. A special day indeed for all of us in general, and for Didi Bhojwati in particular, and our Bhai Navinji, hard workers in this mandir, the pillars, some of the pillars that have propelled this mandir with the kind of momentum that we have had and we are having. And from Florida we have with us Shrimati Veda Samaru and her daughter Sudarshani Samaru. We invite you to join us as we chant these mantras. We begin with Achman, sipping this sacrificial water, and we ask God to bless us from above, from below, and from all directions. And at the same time, we ask God that, oh God, may truth consisting of fame and fortune take refuge in our Yajmans in particular, and all of us in general. Oh. Om Achmanam Om Amrito Pastaramasi Swaha. Sipping for the second time. Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha. And for the third time, we ask God, O Lord, protector of all, be gracious to us so that our lives will be filled with truth, faith, and fortune. Om Satyam Yasha Shrirmai Shrih Shrayatam Swaha Athangas Padasha. Taking this water and touching our various limbs and sense organs, praying for sanctity in our senses and strength in our limbs. Om Vanmasistu Om Nasodme Pranostu Om Akshinodma Shrot Chakshurastu Om Karnayodme Shrotamastu Om Bahuvodme Balam Astu Om Urvodma Ojostu Om Arishtani Mengani Tanustanvaha Mesaha Santu. Atheshwara Stuti Prarthanopasana Mantra. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yadbhadram Tanasva Om Hiranyagarbha समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातः पतिरेक आसीत् सदाधार पृथिवीं द्यामुते मां कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ य आत्मदा बलदायस्य विश्व उपासते प्रशिशं यस्य देवाः यस्य छायं मृतं यस्य मृत्युः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ यः प्राणतो निमिषतो महित्वैक इद्राजा जगतो बभूव य ईशे अस्य द्विपदश्चतुष्पदः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ येन द्यौरुग्रा पृथिवी चादृढा येन स्वस्तभितं येन नाकः यो अन्तरिक्षे रजसो विमानः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम ॐ प्रजापते नत्वदेतान्यन्यो विश्वजातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामस्ते जोमस्तन्नो अस्तु वयं स्याम पतयो रयीनाम् ॐ स नो बन्धुर्जनिता स विधाता धामानि वेद भुवनानि विश्व यत्र देवा अमृतमानशानास् तृतीयेधा मन्धैरयन्ता ॐ अग्नेनय सुपथारा यस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्म जुहुराणमीनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नमोक्तिं विधेम हे सकल जगत के उत्पत्ति कर्ता समरीश्वर युग शुद्ध स्वरूप सरसको के दाता परमेश्वर आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुर्गुण दुर्व्यसन और दुखों को दूर कीजिए जो कल्याणकारम गुण कर्ण स्वभाव वाले पदार्थ है वह सब हमको प्राप्त कराइए. For Didi Bhojuti, who is celebrating her birthday today. Today is indeed that day that she is celebrating. And Bhai Navin, we pray that, oh God, you are the controller, you are the creator manifestations of everything that we have around us here. And as the mantra says, Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Paraswa, if there is any negative tendencies, any way that you've transgressed the laws, we ask that these be removed from you. And yad bhadram tana aswa, and may only pleasant things, may benevolence and auspiciousness be grace to you. And as you sit here today, we pray to Prajapati, O Master of this entire creation, no one except you can control the creatures of this world and of other invisible worlds. As these two members of the mandir sit to celebrate their birthdays, we pray that may you bless them with material as well as spiritual happiness. ईश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थना उपासना Parakaranam. Today joining us we have Pandit Jagdeep Mahadev. I'll ask Pandit Jag if you can chant the Swasti Vachan mantras for us. Join us. Lend us your the quality of your being a Pandit. Chant these mantras for us.
ॐ अग्निमिरे पुरोहित यज्ञद्विजम् होतारं रत्नधातमम् ॐ सनापिते वसूनवे अग्निसुपायनो भव स च स्वाना स्वस्तये ॐ स्वस्ति नो मिमितामश्विना भग स्वस्ति देव्यदितिरनरवणः स्वस्ति पूषा असरो दधातु नः स्वस्ति ध्यावा पृथिवी सुचेतुना ॐ स्वस्यै वायोम प्रब्रवामहे सोमं स्वस्ति भुवनस्य यस्पतिः बृहस्पतिं सर्वगणं स्वस्यै स्वस्ति आदित्यासो भवन्तु नः ॐ विश्वे देवानो अद्य स्वस्यै वैश्वानरो वसुरग्नि स्वस्यै देवा अवन्तरिभवः स्वस्यै स्वस्ति नो दुत्रापातवमहस ॐ स्वस्ति मित्रावरुणा स्वस्ति पन्थे रेवती स्वस्ति न इन्द्राश्चाग्निश्च स्वस्ति नो आदित्ये कृधि ॐ स्वस्ति पन्थामनुचरेम सूर्य चन्द्रमसाविवा पुनर्ददताग्नता जानता सङ्गनेमहि
इति संक्षेपतः Swasti Vachanam. Praying for Swasti, praying for the well-being of all our members, and in particular those who are celebrating, and also those who are currently experiencing ill health. We pray and we ask God to bless them with shanti, with peace in their entire being. Atha Shanti Karanam. Om Om Shana Indragni Bhavata Bihi Shana Indra Varuna Rathavya Shamindra Soma Suvitaye Shanyo Shana Indra Bhushana Vajasa To Om Shano Bhagah Shamunah Shanso Astu Shana Purandhi Samusan Turaya Shana Satyasa Suyama Sheshan Saha Shano Aryama Purujatu Astu Om Shano Dhata Shamudharta No Astu Shana Urachi Bhavatu Swadhabhihi Shamrodasi Brihati Shano Adrihi Shano Devanam Suhavani Santu Om Shano Agnir Jyotiragni Astu Shano Mitra Varuna Vashvinasham Shana Sukritani Santu Shana Ishiro Abhivatu Vatah Om Shano Dyava Prithivi Purvahutav Shamantariksham Drashayeno Astu Shana Oshadhir Vanino Bhavantu Shano Rajasas Patirastu Jishnu Om Shana Indro Vasubhdevo Astu शमादित्ये भीर्वरुणः शुशंसः शनो रुद्रो रुद्रेभिर्जलाशः शनस्त्वस्ताग्नभिरिह शृणोतु ॐ शनः सोमो भवतु ब्रह्मशन्नः शनो ग्रावाणः समसन्तु यज्ञः शनः स्वरुणामितयो भवन्तु शनः प्रस्वः समवस्तवेदिः अथ शिवसङ्कल्पमन्त्र Didi Bhoj and Bhai Navin, you are very conversant with these mantras. And as we chant these mantras, for you in particular today, because the focus is on the two of you today, we pray that may God continue to bless your minds with beautiful, benevolent, auspicious, and noble thoughts. And the same goes for all of our members, all of you who are sitting in this mandir here today. Om. Om. Yajagrato Duramude Tidevam Tadu Suptasya Tathe Veti Durangamam Jyotisham Jyotirekam Tanme Manah Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yena Karmani Yapaso Manishino Yajye Krinvanti Vidathe Shudhiraha Yarapurvam Yakshamantaha Prajana Tanme Mana Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yat Prajanamutcheto Dhritischa Yaj Jyotirantaramritam Prajasu Yasmanarite Kinchana Karam Kriyate Tanme Mana Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yenedam Bhutam Bhuvanam Bhavishyat Parigrihitam Amrite Nasaravam Yena Yajyastayate Tasaptohota Tanme Mana Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Yasmin Richa Samayajumshi Yasmin Pratishtitha Rathanabha Vivaraha Yasmin Chittam Sarvamotam Prajnana Tanme Mana Shiva Sankalpamastu Om Susharathir Ashwani Vayan Manushyan Neniyate Bhishabherva Jinaiva Hrit Pratishtham Yarajiram Javishtham Tanme Mana Shiva Sankalpamastu Tanme Mana Shiva Sankalpamastu. Praying for peace for our environment as we chant this mantra. Om Sanaha Pavasva Shangave Sham Janaya Shamararvate Shanrajano Shadhibhyah. And Didi Bhojwati and Bhai Navin. The prayer is for Abhayam Dan, the gift of fearlessness. May you, as you continue on this journey of life, never experience any fearlessness from above, from below, from all the directions, all the different cardinal points, from those that you know and even from those that you don't know, from your friendly forces and even from unfriendly forces, in the day as you go about your duties and even in the night. And maybe you always have that friendly demeanor about you, have that smile on your face, so that those who interact with you will interact in a friendly manner. Om, Om, Abhayam Nahakarat Yantariksham, Abhayam Dyava Prithivi Ubhe Ime, Abhayam Paschat, Abhayam Purastad, Duttarat Adharat, Abhayam No Astu. Om Abhayam Mitrad, Abhayam Amitrad, Abhayam Jatad, Abhayam Parokshat, Abhayam Naktam, Abhayam Divanah, Sarvasha Mama Mitram Bhavanto, Sarvasha Mama Mitram Bhavantu. Iti Sankshepatah Shanti Karanam Atha Agniyadanam. Agnihotram. May we all stand as we kindle this fire. Invite Agni amongst us. Oh. Om. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha. Om Bhurabhuvah Swadhyodiva Bhumna Prithiviva Varimna Tasyaste Prithivi Devayajani Prishthe Agnimana Damana Dhyaya Dadhe. With outstretched hands towards the fire, as if we were giving oxygen to this fire for it to continue to light, we chant Om Udbhudya Swagne Pratijagrihi Tvamishta Purte Sam Srije Thamayancha Asmin Sarasthe Adhyuttarasmin Vishve Deva Yajamanascha Siddhata. May the Yajmans and all of us take our seats. Oh, offering fuel onto this fire. Samidha. Om. Om. Allow them to come on stage, to sit next to their great grandmother, Gigi. Om. Om Ayanchait Mahatma Jatavedastini Yasvabhadhasvachi Dhavardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadhyena Samidhaya Swaha Idamagnaye Jatavedase Idana Mama Om Samidhagnim Dovasyata Gritay Bodhayata Tithim Asmin Havya Jyotana Om Susamidha Yasho Chishe Gritam Tivram Jyotana अग्नये जातवीरसे स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवीरसे इदन्न मम ॐ तन्त्वा समिद्भिरङ्गिरो घृतेन वर्धयामसि बृहच्छोछाय विष्ठ्य स्वाहा इदमग्नये अङ्गिरसे इदन्न मम पाञ्चकृताहुति ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जातवीरस्तेने ह्यस्व वर्धस्व चेढ वर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानादीन समिधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवीरसे इदन्न मम ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवीरस्तेने ह्यस्व वर्धस्व क्षीरवर्धया चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानादीन समिधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवीरसे इदन्न मम ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जातवीरस्तेने ह्यस्व वर्धस्व चीरवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानादीन समिधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवीरसे इदन्न मम ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जातवीरस्तेने ह्यस्व वर्धस्व चीरवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानादीन समिधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवीरसे इदन्न मम ॐ अयन्त इद्म आत्मा जातवीरस्तेने ह्यस्व वर्धस्व चेदवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानादीन समिधय स्वाहा इदमग्नये जातवीरसे इदन्न मम ॐ अथ जलसिञ्चनम् circumambulating this fire with water. And let's quickly look at the significance of doing this. Asking for a balance in our personality, fire and water. They are balancing forces of nature. And as we pray today, especially for our brother and our sister, in some cases, or our mom, in other cases, our mother-in-law, whatever is your relationship with these two who are sitting here at the Vedhi celebrating their birthday, we praying that may God continue to bless them with a balanced personality, balance in their thoughts, in their emotions, and even their actions and interactions. Om Adityan Manyasva Om Anupati Numanyasva Om Saraswatya Manyasva Om Deva Savitah Prasuvayajam Patim Bhagaya Divyo Gandharva Ketapuh Ketanah Punatu Vachaspatir Vachanah Swadatu. Ghee oblations. Agharav Aja Bhagahuti. Om Om अग्नये स्वाहा इदमग्नये इदन्न मम ॐ सोमाय स्वाहा इदं सोमाय इदन्न मम ॐ प्रजापतये स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदन्न मम ॐ इन्द्राय स्वाहा इदम् इन्द्राय इदन्न मम प्रातःकाल आहुति सामग्री as well as ghee. ॐ सूर्यो ज्योतिर्ज्योतिः सूर्यः स्वाहा ॐ सूर्यो वर्चो ज्योतिः वर्चः स्वाहा ॐ ज्योतिः सूर्यः सूर्यो ज्योतिः स्वाहा ॐ सजुर्देवेन सवित्रा सजूरुषसेन्द्रवत्या शानु सूर्यो वेतुः स्वाहा ॐ अग्निर्ज्योतिर्ज्योतिरग्निः स्वाहा ॐ अग्निर्वर्च्यो ज्योतिर्वर्चः स्वाहा silent offering onto Agni. ॐ अग्निर्ज्योतिर्ज्योतिरग्निः स्वाहा ॐ सजुर्देवेन सवित्रा सजुरात्रेन्द्रवत्या जुषानो अग्निर्वेतु स्वाहा ॐ भूरग्नये प्राणाय स्वाहा इदमग्नये प्राणाय इदन्न मम ॐ भूर्भुवायवे पानाय स्वाहा इदं वायवे पानाय इदन्न मम ॐ सुरादित्याय व्यानाय स्वाहा इदमादित्याय व्यानाय इदन्न मम ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वरग्निवायवादितेभ्यः प्राणापान व्यानेभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्निवायवादितेभ्यः प्राणापान व्यानेभ्यः इदन्न मम ॐ आपो ज्योतिरसो अमृतं ब्रह्मा भूर्भुवः स्वरो स्वाहा ॐ यां मेधां देवगणः पितरस्योपासते तया मामद्य मेध आग्ने मेधाविनं कुरु स्वाहा ॐ विश्वानि देव सवितर दुरितानि परास्व यद्भद्रं तन्न आस्व स्वाहा ॐ अग्ने नय सुपथाराये अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् योयोध्यस्मद् जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नम उक्तिं विधेम स्वाहा. At this time, I'll ask our brother Pandit Jagdeep Mahadev to chant the Pavamana Ahuti. Pandit Jag, the 4 mantras of Pavamana Ahuti. Okay.
These mantras that begin with Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. We ask God, your presence in us, O God. Swa, meaning that goal, that end which we all seek of bliss. We pray, O God, in these Ahutis, may your divine presence within us stimulate the kind of actions in our lives which brings us bliss in all its forms. Om Bhur Bhuva Swa Agni Ayumshi Pavaswa Asarvochamisham Channa Are Bhadasya Dukshanam Swaha Idamagnaye Pamanaya Idanamama Om Bhur Bhuvah Swa Agni Rishi Pamanaha Panchachanya Purohitat त्वमेमहे महागयं स्वाहा इदमग्नये पामानाय इदनामम ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः अग्निपवसा स्वपा अस्मै वर्चस्वीर्यं ददद्रयीमये पोषं स्वाहा इदमग्नये पामानाय इदनामम ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः प्रजापतेना त्वदेवतानन्यो विश्वाजातानि परिता बभूव यत्कामास्ते जुहुमस्तनोऽस्तु वयं श्यामपथयोरयिनां स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदनामम.
Thank you very much, Pandit Jag. I'll ask you, after I chant these two mantras, to chant a few mantras for Purnima. Ashta Ajahuti, praying for auspiciousness to our sister and her brother today and to all of us. Om Tvanu Agni Varunasya Vidwan Devasya Hidlo Vayashishi Sthaha Yajishtho Vahani Tamasho Shuchano Vishwadveshan Si Pramamudhyasmat Swaha Idamagni Varunabhyam Idanna Mama Om Bhavatannah Samannasau Sacheta Savare Pasau Mayajam Him Shishtam Mayajim Japatim Jata Vedasau Shivo Adhyana Bhavatam Adhyana Swaha Idam Jata Vedobhyam Idana Mama.
We all know Trayambakam. I'll give a short explanation, sort of different. Trayambakam, three eyes, meaning the different attributes of God to which we pray. Yajamahe, we sing your praises, O God. We understand how powerful you are. We understand your great powers, O God. Sugandhim, fragrance, literally means fragrance. What kind of fragrance? We ask God, grant us, O God, that kind of fragrance of knowledge. You go to a fragrant rose, you don't have to ask the rose for its fragrance. It gives it to you selflessly. That kind of knowledge, O God, that I share with others selflessly. Give me that kind of knowledge. Uruva arukam, big and powerful diseases to which I am bandanan, bound. What kind of diseases? Diseases of physical, mental, and spiritual diseases. The diseases of body, mind, and the things that stops us from advancing spiritually in our lives. Free us from those diseases, O God, to which I am bound by giving me some of that amritam. We all know this mantra. Let us chant. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanan Mrityor Mokshiyamamritat Swaha. In this mantra, we're still on the back end of this pandemic, and we all know someone who's not feeling well at this moment. And we ask God, oh God, you're the doctor of all doctors, you're the healer of all healers. To that great healing power of yours, we ask, oh God, our friends, our family, our loved ones, even ourselves, we are suffering from some sort of illness. Oh God, with those healing powers, make us whole, make us healthy once again. Om Abhyurnoti Yatnagandhi Shakti Vishwam Yaturam Premandha Kyatim Shronani Bhut Swaha. And in these two mantras, I'll ask Mami, my brother Navin, if you could repeat word after word, I'll say it word for word and you repeat. In this first mantra, you're saying, Dear Lord, May I be blessed with long life filled with vibrant, good, positive kind of energy. May I live a life free from impurities and diseases. So you say after me, Om Ayushmatam Ayushkritam Pranena Jiva Mamritaha Vyaham Sarvena Papmana Viyakshmena Samayusha Swaha. And in this mantra, we do the same, and you ask God, oh God, give us long life. Today we celebrate the birthday another year, oh God. Give us this long, healthy life. Give me good wealth. Give me knowledge. Oh Maheshwari, oh Mother Goddess, oh Parameshwari, I pray that you give me all the righteous things I desire. Om Ayuhu Dehi Dhanam Dehi Vidyam Dehi Maheshwari Samastham Akhilam Dehi Dehi Me Parameshwari Swaha. And in this final mantra, I ask God, oh God, grant both my brother Navin and Mami sweetness, sweetness in thoughts, sweetness in words, and sweetness in their actions. Also grant us, your children, O God. Mommy is a living, breathing example of sweetness in her life. Guide us, O God, so that we can take these examples from her and incorporate that in our lives. Om Jivaya Agre Madhume Jiva Muli Madhulakam Mame Daha Kratavaso Mama Chitam Upayasi Swaha.
Thank you very much, Panditji. Om. Continuing. And as we honor their birthdays today, I will chant a few more mantras for their birthdays. And I asked Bahan Mohini to come to the mandap to offer. I was given a Christine Chunilal, her birthdays today. Can you make some offering? And their birthdays too? Oh, on Wednesday, baby is, I don't know if baby is here. But Ban Mohini, if you can sit here, make some offerings. For the birthdays, first of all, just a few mantras. And we're praying that may God bless all of you with a long life, equipped with divine power. Om Indra Jiva Surya Jiva Deva Jiva Jivayasam Sarvamayur Jivayasam Swaha. And may you continue to remain in good health. May all your senses, may your eyes, your ears, and all of your senses, may your eyes see for a long time, your ears be blessed to hear words of wisdom. Om Suchaksha Aham Akshibhyam Bhuyasam Suvarcha Mukhena Shushruta Karnabhyam Bhuyasam Swaha. Om Tachakshurdeva Hitam Purustat Chukramucharat Vashema Sharadaha Shatam Jivema Sharadaha Shatam Shunyama Sharadaha Shatam Prabhavama Sharadaha Shatam Adinaha Syama Sharadaha Shatam Bhoyasya Sharadaha Shatam Swaha. Anav and Didi Bhoj, the mantra says that may you always consume food that promotes long life, strengthen intellect, and may you always enjoy peace and tranquility in all of your endeavors. Om Shatam Jiva Sharado Vardhamanah Shatam Himant Chatamu Vasantam Shatam Indragni Savita Brihaspatihi Shatayusha Vishaman Punar Duhu Swaha. And one more mantra that addresses your health. And we all know this mantra, so let's all join our voices as we chant this mantra. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shruniyam Deva Bhadram Pashyemak Shabir Yajatraha Stirairangaistushtuvam Sastanobhira Vyashemahi Devahitam Yadayuh Swaha Swaha Swaha. Didi Bhoj, I know that you requested that we don't do circumambulation, but at this time I'll invite your children to come up and garland you, as well as Nav. Sir, can you give our brother Navin? Didi Lila, where are you? Can you give our brother Navin a garland on his birthday? And who else would like to come? Nav, the bhajan I'm going to sing addresses Didi Bhojwati. I hope you're not offended. All right? But we love you, we honor you, and we're happy that you've come to be with us to celebrate your birthday. तो कितनी अच्छी है, तो कितनी बोली है, प्यारे प्यारे हैं ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, तो कितनी अच्छी है, तो कितनी भोली है, प्यारी प्यारी है ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, कि ये जो दुनिया है ये बन है कांटों का, तू फुलवारी है ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ. I'm so happy that our musicians Rajin and Deepak are here to add to the beauty of this morning's satsang. Oh ma, oh ma, oh ma. दुख न लागी है माँ तेरी अखियाँ, दुख न लागी है माँ तेरी अखियाँ, मेरे लिए जागी है तू सारी सारी रतिया, मेरे निंदिया पे अपने निंदिया भी तूने वारे है ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, तू कितनी अच्छी है, तू कितनी बोली है, प्यारी प्यारी है ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ. Didi Bhojwati, you have been a mother to us at this mandir. And today, as we celebrate you, we celebrate what you have given to us, inspiring the younger generation, our kids, our grandkids, And that's why today we see all of these people lining up to honor you and to honor Nav. Nav, hi Navin, who has been an integral part of this mandir, of the functions. And we honor you today, Nav, and we're happy to see so many members out here today as we celebrate your birthdays. अपना नहीं तुझे सुख दुख कोई, अपना नहीं तुझे सुख दुख कोई, मैं मुस्काया तू मुस्काई, मैं रोया तू रोई, मेरे हंसने पे मेरे रोने पे तू बलिहारी है। ओ माँ,
ओ माँ, प्यारी माँ।
माँ बच्चों की जान होती है, माँ बच्चों की जान होती है, वो होती है किस्मत वाले जिनकी माँ होती है। कितने सुंदर है, कितने शीतल है, न्यारी न्यारी है। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, तू कितनी अच्छी है, तू कितनी भोली है, प्यारी प्यारी है। ओ माँ, ओ माँ, may God bless you. Oh माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ। उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी, पर उसकी जरूरत क्या होगी। है माँ, है माँ, तेरी सूरज से अलग भगवान की सूरत क्या होगी, क्या होगी। उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी। इंसान तो क्या देवता भी आंचल में पले तेरे, है स्वर्ग इसी दुनिया में कदमों की तले तेरे। इंसान तो क्या देवता भी आंचल में पले तेरे, है स्वर्ग इसी दुनिया में कदमों के तले तेरे। ममता ही लुटाए जिसके नयन, ओ ममता ही लुटाए जिसके नयन, ऐसी कोई मूरत क्या होगी। ए माँ, ए माँ, तेरी सूरत से अलग भगवान की सूरत क्या होगी, क्या होगी। उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी। क्यों दीप जलाए दुखों की, क्यों गम की घटा बरसे, ये हाथ दुआओं वाले रहती है सदा सर पे। क्यों धूप जलाए दुखों की, क्यों गम की घटा पर से, ये हाथ दुआओं वाली रहती है सदा सर पे। तू है तो अंधेरेपन में हमें, ओ तू है तो अंधेरे पथ में हमें सूरज की जरूरत क्या होगी। ऐ माँ तेरी सूरत से अलग भगवान की सूरत क्या होगी, क्या होगी, उसको नहीं देखा हमने कभी। What you're seeing here this morning is a display of our affection for Didi Bhojwati and Bhai Navin and their contribution. And we need to give them some time to share this glory. Om, Om, Om. Bibi, we also pay homage to you and congratulate you on your birthday also. Sharing the same birthday as Didi Bhojwati. Baby who in the background has been a very major contributor to our mandir here, Bibi and her family. Thank you, Bibi, for your contribution. We will all like to sit and resume the Havan. And let's see if we can bring this to an end so we can get on with the rest of our program. Oh, oh. I'd like to acknowledge Pandit Deepak Raman and Bahan Gita. And I know they have other commitments, but we thank you for being here this morning with us too. And I know these boys have to leave us very soon. Oh, Purnahuti Rup Agharav Ajya Bhagahuti. Om Agnaye Swaha. Idam Agnaye Idanna Mama. Om Somaya Swaha. Idam Somaya Idanna Mama. Om Prajapataye Swaha. Idam Prajapate Idanna Mama. Om Indraya Swaha. Idam Indraya Idanna Mama. Om Bhuragnaye Swaha. Idam Agnaye Idanna Mama. Om Bhurvayave Swaha. Idam Vayave Idanna Mama. Om Suradityaya Swaha. Idam Adityaya Idanna Mama. Om Bhurбhuvah Swaragni Vayavaditebhyah Swaha. Idam Agni Vayavaditebhyah Idanna Mama. Atha Brahma Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantraha. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhur भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा हे दयालु परमात्मन, आप अपनी असीम कृपा से हमारी सदा रक्षा करते हैं। आप ही हमारे जीवन आधार है। अपने सेवकों के दुखों को दूर करके उनको सुख देने वाले हैं। आप सर्वत्र सुप्रतिष्ठित और सुप्रसिद्ध है। आप सर्वोत्तम, शुद्ध, पवित्र और ध्यान स्वरूप है। आपसे ही यह सारा जगत उत्पन्न हुआ है। आप ही सकल शुभ गुणों की खान है। आपका हम प्रतिदिन ध्यान करें और आप हमें विवेकशीलता, धारणावती मेधा, सद्बुद्धि प्रदान करे। शिष्टकृत आहुति। ॐ यदस्य कर्मण्यो तत्यरीरिचं यद्वानुनमिहा करम् अग्निस्तच्छिष्टकृत विद्या सर्वं स्विष्टं सहुतं करोतु मे। अग्नये शिष्टकृते सहुतहुते सर्वा प्रायश्चित्ताहुतीनां कामानां समृद्धयित्रे सर्वानः कामान् समर्धय स्वाहा। इदमग्नये शिष्टकृते इदन्न मम। Prajapati Ahuti, silent offering onto Prajapati. We say Om verbally, Prajapati non-verbally, and Swaha verbally. Om Prajapati Swaha Idam Prajapataye Idanna Mama. I invite you to stand once again as we've come to the end of this yajna. Sarvain Purnam Swaha, Sarvanvai Purnam Swaha. All is perfect and all is complete, and indeed all is final and all is complete. Didi Bhojwati and Nav, Bhai Navin, whatever degree of perfection this year just had today, and the kind of love that we've seen displayed here today, may that degree of perfection and love always be with you in your lives. Om Sarvanvai Purnanam Swaha. Om Sarvanvai Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvanvai Purnam Swaha. Mukha Sparsha. You know, stretch hands towards the fire. Om Tanupa Agne Asi Tanvan Me Pahi. Om Ayurda Agne Asi Ayur Me Dehi. Om Varchuda Agne Asi Varcho Me Dehi. Om Agneyan Me Tanva Unam Tanva Aprina. Om Medha Me Deva Savita Adadhatu. Om Medha Me Devi Saraswati Adhadatu. Om Medha Me Ashvinav Devavadhatam Pushkaras Rajo. Angasparsha. Om Vaksham Apyayatam. Om Pranaschama Apyayatam. Om Chakshishchama Apyayatam. Om Shrotram Chama Apyayatam. Om Yashobalam Chama Apyayatam. Yajagit Pujaniya Prabhu. We'll do a few verses. ओम पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्जवल कीजिए, छोर देवी छल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए, वेद की गावे रचाए सत्य को उन करे, हर्ष में हो मन सारे, छोट सा कर से तरे, अश्वमेधादिक रचाए, यज पर उपकार को, धर्म मर्यादा चला कर लाभ दे संसार को, स्वर्ग भाव मिटे हमारा, प्रेम पथ विस्तार हो, इदन मम सारथक प्रत्येक में व्यवहार हो, हाथ जोड़ झुका ये मस्तक, हाथ जोड़ झुका ये मस्तक, वंदना हम कर रहे, नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आपकी सब पर रहे, प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे, प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे। ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः, सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः, सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु, मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। हे ईश सब सुखी हो, कोई न हो दुखारे, सब हो निरोग भगवन, धन धान के भंडारे, सब भद्र भाव दिखे, सन्मार्ग के पथिक हो, दुखियान कोई होवे, सृष्टि में प्राण धारी, सृष्टि में प्राण धारी, सृष्टि में प्राण धारी। O Lord, may all be free from all, may all be happy, may all be free from all kinds of pains and affliction. May we all realize goodness, and may no one suffer any kind of misery. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Pandit Jag and Pandit Prakash up here on stage. Before they leave, just let's give them some blessings, and then they'll go to their seats. We'll take the gel. Panditji, take the gel. Om Om Tvam Jiva Sharadaha Shatam Vardhamana, Tvam Jiva Sharadaha Shatam Vardhamana. Om Saubhagyamastu Om Shubham Bhavatu, Om Saubhagyamastu Om Shubham Bhavatu, Om Saubhagyamastu Om Shubham Bhavatu. Thank you very much. We pray that as the mantras say, Tvam Jiva Sharadaha Shatam Vardhamana, may your lives be very long. Saubhagyamastu Shubham Bhavantu. May goodness, good fortune, and happiness always be yours. Thank you very much. We will vacate the mandap, and I'll ask Srimati Srimati Prasad to take over the program. She will be the facilitator of today's program. I'd like to thank all of you for coming here this morning and for being with us. We're a bit pressed for time. We will try to accommodate as many people as we can on the program today. Thank you very much.
Namaste, everyone. To all of you who are here in person with us this morning, and to all of our participants who are watching us via YouTube or Facebook, we want to welcome you to this morning's satsang. It's such a beautiful morning to start, and the vibrations that have been created in this mandirs thus far are wonderful. If you were here in person and not here, you would experience what the feeling is. So once again, we want to thank all of you for making that special effort for being here. And we know that you are here, most of you, because of the special persons celebrating their birthday. We want to thank you on behalf of Didi Boj, Navin, our brother, and any other who have had a celebration of some sort. I want to begin by welcoming all of our Pandits who have graced us this morning. Pandit Deepak Ji and his Dharmpatni, Bankita, I guess they must have left. Pandit Bisesar Ji, always a joy to see you, my brother. Pandit Siram Ji, Pandit Jag Mahadev Ji, again, always a pleasure. We don't see you very often. Want to welcome all of you. It was a joy hearing your voice. In our attendance also, there are people from near and far. And so I want to welcome Bahen Vedyavati Samaru and her dear daughter, Sudarshani. Vedamami, as I call her, Mami Veda, is our family member. So again, Vedamami, happy to see you here always. You are a long-standing member of this mandir. And it's always nice that you can come back and sit in satsang with us. To begin this morning's this segment of this morning's program, we're going to have a prayer by, I'm thinking it's the great-grandchildren of Didi Boj, and it will be Ranveer and Ravina. What a joy to see these little ones. Come, honey. There you go. Where's the other microphone? Let me get the other microphone.
Namaste, everybody. Namaste. Happy birthday, Golan. I love you. Om Viswani Deva Savitara Ruditani Pradasuva Yed Badram Tana Asuva. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Happy birthday, Colin. I love you. Om Tayam Vakam Yajamahe Sudanan Pashti Vayaram Uruvarakami Vanaram Racho Mekshi Amamrita.
So can we have an additional applause for our two little ones, Ranveer and Ravina? And we know where they're going. So Arya Samaj is in good hands. So we're not going to waste a lot of time this morning, so I'm going right into the announcements. First announcement, we'd like to remind you of our weekly Sandhya and Hawan meditation sessions. And these are led by Pandit Deepak Raman every Thursday at 7:30 via Zoom. And if you would like to participate in these sessions, please reach out to Pandit Deepak Ji or any one of us executive members of the Mandir. Next, we'd like to inform you about our Mahila group. The theme of the Mahila group is Women Empowering Women. In addition to coordinating the mandap setup, the group meets monthly for meetings and discussions on a variety of topics. And if you would like to get involved, you can contact Pandita Nirvani, who's here with us this morning, who is the lead liaison of the Mahila group. I'd also like to add to that, and it's not written here, as the Mahila welcomes other members. And they also welcome your input and your help. And if you would like to give a message, I am sure they'd be happy to accommodate you. I know that as women, we have lots to say. Because as the saying goes, the head of the household might be the male, but it's this part that turns everything around, right? And so we are that part. We'd like to remind you also of our monthly youth forums. These are currently being held on Sundays, and for all of our young people, if you know other young people, please invite them to join the youth forums on Sundays. And our contact there is by Diana Ramsamuj. If you'd like, and if you want information today, I'm also available. As always, Mandir is always begging. And I know in past, Pandit Ramlal was like the biggest beggar. But behind him, I'm another beggar. And so we're always begging for donations for some sort, whether it's in food or in kind, in your service. But mostly this mandir is run by our finances, right? So if you'd like to give a donation, there are many ways to do so. You can give cash, you could give check. Bhai Sagar is here, or our treasurers are here too. But also, you could give a donation by tapping, and we don't have that there, but there is a QR code, and you could use PayPal. And you just have to click on it. The young people can help you and guide you through this. Also want to say that for our young people who would like to give a monthly donation, you could do so through PayPal. And finally, if you would like to do a special mantra for any special event, you could submit your name, your photo, and a short message via email that we can add on our screen. Hopefully, our cameras will be back on. They are looking into it. And again, you can contact one of us. It's at Arya Spiritual Center, CENTRE @gmail.com. And all of these messages have to be in by Thursday so that the producers can put the material together. And now, for the next part of the program, we're going to ask our dear Pandit Siramji for a bhajan.
Namaste to everyone. Today, we are celebrating the birthday of the special Bhaiji or Mahashiji, Bhanji. We wish them well. This bhajan is telling us, as we listen to the various mantras, the great Pandits, they have recited, and the celebrants, they have also recited. Sit and listen to the Vedic mantras. And that is one of the greatest things that which they have done. I wouldn't like to be long because I see there would be many speakers and many singers. Never mind, there is not any musician, but it's okay. I try to sing this congratulatory song to the celebrants. Om यह शुभ दिन आज का जाना बधाई हो खुशी इस घर पे हो जाना बधाई हो यह शुभ दिन आज का आना बधाई हो यह शुभ दिन आज का आना बधाई हो खुशी इस घर पे हो जाना बधाई हो Those of you who know the tune, तेरे हुस्न की क्या तारीफ करूं, you can follow. बधाई हो लगाए बेल बूटे और सजाया वेद मंत्रों से ये मंडप देख हर्षाना ये मंडप देख हर्षाना बधाई हो यह शुभ दिन आज का आना बधाई हो आए विद्वान पंडित है पधारे देवता देवी आए विद्वान पंडित है पधारे देवता देवी हवन और यज रचवाना हवन और यज रचवाना बधाई हो यह शुभ दिन आज का आना बधाई हो हुआ संस्कार वैदिक रीति से यह देख लो भाइयों हे हर्ष के फूल वर्षाना बधाई हो चिरंजीवी हो यह झोरी कि आशीर्वाद दो मिल के हे दान शुभ काम में लाना बधाई हो यह शुभ दिन आज का आना बधाई हो, बधाई हो। हमारी कामना दिल से ये मंगल चार घर हो, हमारी कामना दिल से मैं मंगल चार धर धरू, खुशी के गीत ये गाना, बधाई हो, बधाई हो। यह शुभ दिन आज का आना, बधाई हो, बधाई हो। खुशी से घर पे हो जाना, बधाई हो, बधाई हो। हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू।
Thank you, Pandit Siramji, for always bringing that unique flavor to your songs, acknowledging all of the elements that bring such joy on this beautiful day of your birthday, Didi. And two announcements that I have saved for this time. One is that this month of May is what we have designated as Indian Heritage Month, because starting May 1st was when the first ships arrived from India in the West Indies. I think Martinique was the first, May 1st. And then it went on, and Guyana was the 5th. Trinidad is coming up, it's the 30th. And so again, when we go downstairs, you're going to see that there are some artifacts, paraphernalia that relate to Indian arrival in these parts. And we are still looking for more. So if you have unique artifacts relating to our arrival from way back when, centuries, please, we would love to borrow them. We will take good care of them. When Gita is our point person for that. So she'll be happy to borrow them from you. And here at the Mandir, we have designated Saturday, May 21st at 4 p.m., where we will be celebrating and acknowledging our heritage in these parts. So please join us here at the Mandir 4 p.m. on Saturday 21st, and that's next Saturday. We look forward to seeing you and see you make your contributions. And again, Banji Gita is the point person for that. Also, coming up very, very soon is our annual camp. And after 2 years hiatus, we are now having in-person camp. And I know a lot of our young children are looking forward to this, and so are our parents. It's a nice way to get the kids out back into the society that they enjoy most of all, being with their peers. So the camp flyer, it's up there, and you can see all of the details. It's very attractive this year. And camp will be from July 5th to July 17th here at Arya Spiritual Center. And please, if you need their contacts, and when Devi is here, she is our point person. By Sagar is at the back. Any one of our pandits can give information on that. So that's for the last of the announcements. I also would like to invite, we have one of our senior pandits here with us. It's always a special treat to have Pandit Bisay Sarji with us. And Panditji, I know I didn't give you adequate notice, but you are a true Veer and you always rise to the occasion. And I will ask you to bring your message and your special greetings to Didi and Bhai Navin.
Thank you very much, Didi. Namaste all. Trivido, nice to see you. Florida, agree with you. Nice to see you too, Shani. My humblest reverence to everyone. Most important of all, Yagya. Yagya is God in our presence. Yagya is the workings of God, the workings of creation. Diriboj, you grew up a lot. Wow. Wow. No, you're coming down to 16. Diriboj, remember? Way back in time, we used to come here at 6 o'clock in the morning. Nobody gave us instructions. Yagya have its own call, have its own demand. Who's going to reason and listen and understand to Yagya's call and be able to understand it and be willing to do something? Uto beheno. Over the course of time, behavior speaks for itself. And when behavior is examined and you find it has endurance, it has fortitude, it was good from the beginning, it's good in the middle, it's good now, and we can admire it. Tiripoj, I bow to your soul. I thank you very much. To withstand our shame and our insult and come out in front, Uto beheno paatiro. My singing is gone, but I still remember a little. I wish we could have more like you. I do hope that, we were bringing up the children and there's so much of them. They did good. Yes, they are professionals now and they occupy their own level of integrity in society. Some of them are scattered and some still do come back to Mandir and some do serve. But I don't see that kind of a youthful, enforcement as a hope of our future, as a strength of our future. But I'm telling you something, I have traveled around a lot. And I have seen and witnessed a lot of institutions. And some of them, they got to be the next level or the next leaders of Sanatan Dharma. Those of you who are keen, go to YouTube and type in two things. Project Shivoham, and see how much of Sanatan Dharma, that's all in English, and it's so powerful, it's cosmic forces. I look at it a lot, and there are many more. And look at the schooling that's taking place. In India, they have Gurukul in India. They don't speak very much in Hindi or any other foreign language. They are formed in English language, and they are directly translating Sanskrit terms. I don't know how you look at Sanskrit terms, but Sanskrit is the language of God, the language of life, the language of existence. That's where they are rooted, and that's where the nurturing is taking place. And they are 7 and 8 years of age, and they will come in front of you and speak at all level of culture, of science, of practicalities, of politics, of nation, of challenges, of needs. I am very surprised. Very, very surprised. So Didi, Uto Beheno is alive. May God bless you all. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Didi, too. And all those who are celebrating their birthday. Namaste ji.
Thank you, Pandit Bharatji. My role has come to an end here. I just want to move the program along. But before I do, I want to say, Didi, you have been an inspiration to all of us here at the Mandir over the years that I've come to know you. I've seen you as a stalwart, not just here at Arya Spiritual Center, but a stalwart for Arya Samaj. You have raised your children in that mode. Now I see the grandchildren and the great-grandchildren also. So the generations are taking up that mantle that you set the pace for throughout your life. Again, Nav, I don't see you there, but there you are, my brother. I've known you since I've known myself. And you introduced me to what they call Bollywood now. In those days, we call it film fair. And I used to come there and you lend me all those film fairs so I could see all those stars. And you give me big pictures to put up. Manoj was my favorite. And so thank you, Nav. It's always a pleasure seeing you. You bring me back to my childhood days. And Bibi, what can I say? Bibi, I know you also. Bibi, where are you? Bibi, we shared one palin. I don't know if the children know what's a palin, but one fence. And Bibi, we enjoyed your fudge, the chocolate fudge and the milk fudge, and I've known you all my life, and you also have been such an inspiration to me. So I want to take this in a personal level to wish all of you a happy birthday. Mami Veda, always a pleasure to see you from Florida as well. And Shani, we love you. And again, to all of you, my sisters and brothers, whatever this day brings you, may the vibrations that have been created here today be with you today and for the rest of this week. And we'll see you again another Sunday. And now I hand you over to the Pravaktar for today, and he is no other than Pandit Prakash ji.
Thank you very much, Shrimati Srimati Prasad, our facilitator for today. Before I begin my pravachan this morning, I was asked by Pandit Bharat, we have amongst us someone from in the Arya Samaj community who has published a few texts. And I've known him personally for a number of years, since we were young men and probably better looking, right? And I'm going to give him a few minutes to just tell us a little about what he is doing. He is an educator also. We worked in the same school for some time. I'm going to ask Bhai Vidya Bipat, Shri Vidya Bipat, to address us for a few minutes on your work, and then we will go to the pravachan to finish for today. Bhai Bipat, you can use that mic there. Whatever you have, we will use that, and let's expedite it so we can save ourselves some time.
Respected Pandits, devotees all, Namaste. I need to thank the executive and Pandit Bharat for allowing me to speak today. I don't know how much you know about me. I have give him some little presentations here sometime. Pardon the hat. I have the kisti, but Pandit Ramalal gave me this a while ago. It has, the motto is on it. And I say I might as well put it on to acknowledge Pandit Ramlalji. I come from Clonbrook village in East Coast Demerara in Guyana. I have been a teacher for 36 years. I've been a pharmacist for 2 years. Taught in Guyana, the Bahamas, in New York, as by Prakash was saying. And I retired 5 years ago. And I decided as a Vanaprast, the third stage in the Hindu life, I need to do something. You know, I'm now 71. What could I pass on to the young ones so that they don't have to live another 71 years to experience what I've experienced? And so I set about writing a couple books. I wrote 3 books on learning the Hindi alphabet. I call it a Devanagari script. And the first one is, like a teacher, it has 12 lessons. And if you take an hour a day, in 12 days, you could learn the alphabet. If that doesn't work, you have a workbook here that you can also use. It has pictures and so on. And if that doesn't work, we also have an activity book here where you can do coloring and word search and so on in an effort to learn to read and also write the Hindi alphabet, or what I call the Devanagari script. Because the same script you use for Sanskrit as well as Hindi and other languages. And my time is up there. I'll take 2 minutes more. The handout I give you, if you don't have, you can share, perhaps. Panditji talked about Sanatan Dharma. We do not have a religion. So Amadana specifically says he did not set up any new faith. And so we all following the Sanatan Dharma. And if you look at the top there, I speak of the Vedic Puranic Sanatan Dharma. It's inclusive of the Arya Samaj and the Sanatani. And I've identified in my research 4 main pillars: a sacred land. We have a sacred land, and it's not India. India is Greek. The first Hindu did not come from India. You see, there's a lot of misinformation. Like Dr. Tulsi Ram was saying in the introduction of the Rig Veda. He quoted Hancock, who says that before 1997, all that's written by these foreigners about the Hindu beliefs and practices was false. But in 1837, the last Mughal emperor, it was called Hindustan, the last Mughal emperor came into power, and he finished off in 1857. He was deposed by the British. And our ancestor, in Guyana at least, came from in 1838. So he actually came from Hindustan. So it's the first Hindu arrival, but we have been, taught by the British that this is so, but there is no India. Anyway, if you look at the 4 pillars here, Hindu Varta, we have a language, Hindi or Sanskrit, we need to have that language. We have a Hindu civilization, and we have a Hindu way of life. And if you look at the map, so Amadana tells us the borders of Aryavart, which is map 1. And that is perhaps South Asia. That's what they call it today. But we as descendants of the Aryas, our ancestors who are in Aryavart, but the descendants moved throughout South and Southeast Asia. Look at map 2. And map 3 is the one that I designed. This is the Hindu sacred land, South and Southeast Asia. There are 4.2 million square miles, population 2.5 billion, 20 countries. And this is saying that 33% of the world's population of 7.7 are Hindus. It means that 1 out of 3 people on this planet is a Hindu, based on what I'm saying here. If you can turn over the page, please. Turn to the back. I am now editing Hindu Civilization. It's there for you to read. I have 16 chapters that should be finished at the end of the month. But I've already published Hindu Way of Life. I have 16 points there. And that book is about 18 chapters. I have copies available, $15 for that. The Hindi book is $10 if you're interested. But quickly, what I'm saying here, we believe in Trinity. You have a knowledge of the Vedas, common language, eras and calendar, laws of reincarnation, karma, laws of Manu, four goals of life, four stations in life, four stages in life, five daily duties, Pan Mahan Yajna, five vices replaced by the virtues, 16 samskar. You have the Hindu culture, which I defined as music, song, dance, food, clothing, and festival.
All right.
And then we have the six Hindu philosophy. Thank you very much for the time.
Thank you very much, Bhai Vidya Deepak. And information is on the handout that you have there, so you can refer to the information. Oh, one of the 5 daily duties of an Aryan is a titiyaj, and we must accommodate guests when they come to visit us, and they have to share some knowledge. We accommodate them. So please bear with us. We will come to an end very soon. Oh, we're having some issues with our projector, so I'm sorry. You won't be able to see the message on the screen. But let us all sit upright. And many of you, we all are very, very familiar with this mantra. So we'll start with this mantra. Om. Om. Stutamaya Varada Veramata Prachodayantam Pavamani Divijana Ayuh Pranam Prajam Pashum Kirtim Dravinam Brahma Varachasam Mahyam Dattva Vrajata Brahmalokam. I'm so happy to have heard a number of voices following with this mantra. Namaste once again to all of you in this mandir, and it's always so appreciative to see so many of you at mantras today. We thank Dedi Bhojwati for bringing all of you out today at Mandir, as well as Bhai Navin and whoever else, whatever are your motivations for being here today. It is our hope that when you leave here, your motivation would have been fulfilled. As was said earlier, and many of you are aware, the month of May has been designated as, at our Espiritu here, as Indian Heritage Month. And you saw earlier a flyer there on the screen that next Saturday, on the 21st of May, we will be celebrating Indian Arrival Day. For the past few weeks, there were pravachans, messages, poems, songs that were during our Sunday services that were dedicated to Indian arrival and Indian heritage. Observing the arrival of our forefathers from India. As our facilitator said, the first set of forefathers arrived on May 1st. And I think she said the Grenadines, Martinique, a French island in the Caribbean. That's why we don't hear about them. But if you go to visit the islands in the Caribbean, you see people that look like us, many of the islands, that you don't really think that they're Indians, but they are Indians there in those islands. So today, as we reflect on their arrival, we think about some of the challenges that they faced coming from their country to the West, some of them in search of a better way of life. And initially, they depended on to propagate and to sustain the culture. They depended on what knowledge they brought with them, what knowledge. And we have to be, look at them, pay homage to them. Because whatever knowledge they had, if they didn't sustain that, maintain that knowledge, we would not have been in this culture. We would have lost it. But whatever they had as they came, later, as immigration, as the arrival of our forefathers continued, there was a need for support to them to maintain the culture. And so that's why we saw in 1910, Bhai Parmanand, a Vedic missionary, arrived in Guyana, then British Guyana. But following Bhai Parmanand, we also had Swami Purnanand, who came to support other sections of the Hindu community in Guyana. But two of the most influential Vedic missionaries that came to Guyana were Professor Bhaskaranand. Many of you know him personally. I remember him as a little boy. He stayed with my grandfather when he came to Enmore, and my father was very close to him. And I remember that my father and we would walk with him, and he in his khaki suit with his suitcase grip, and we'd walk to the train station so he could get the train. And then later, one of the most influential, Pandit Dr. Usharbodh Arya, he came and he influenced all of us in the camps, Ayurveda camp. He's the one who influenced us. And my message today will deal on the qualities of these Pandits that came, their qualities. And today they address us, myself, Pandit Bisesar, Pandit Jagdeep, and all they address us as Pandits for the want of a better word. It's not that we don't have some of the qualities that I will talk about here today, but for the want of a better word, they call us Pandits. So let us see what are some of the qualities that Swami Dayanand addressed in his text that's called Vyavahar Bhanu, where he used some of Vidur's discussion with Dhritarashtra in the Mahabharata. I'm so we're getting it there. Oh, Atmajanam Samarambhas Titiksha Dharmanityata Yamartha Napakarashanti Savai Pandita Uchyate. If you can see it, let's all do it together. Atmajanam Samarambhas Titiksha Dharma Nityata Yamartha Napakarashanti Savai Pandita Uchyate. Savai Pandita Uchyate. I'll just address a few of them because of time. And my intention was to go and look at the explanations of the words in these shlokas. And I don't think I'll have the time to do that. So we look at a few of them and we look at the general meaning. Atma Jnanam. Jnanam is knowledge. Atma. of yourself. Self-knowledge is very important, that we have that self-knowledge. And not only the self-knowledge, but the kind of behavior, the humility. Self-knowledge is the patience and the tolerance. Some days we see people who sit in these positions and they don't display the kind of tolerance for their audience, for the yajmans. They're always busy to, let's get this done. It's all the qualities that Professor Bhaskaran, I remember him going to debates because they wanted to get the right message. Bhai Jag will attest to that because he knew his father was one of those that was involved in this movement of the Arya movement, influenced by Professor Bhaskaran and Dr. Usharbod Arya. They were there. And so these are some of the qualities that these Pandits, these missionaries exhibited. And as it says here, he who is endowed with self-knowledge, productiveness, they exercise patience and tolerance, and is steadfast in virtue, and is not motivated by material gains. Not motivated by material gains. I remember, as I said, Professor Bhaskaran, a khaki suit. He wasn't dressed flashy, in a flashy way. He was dressed modestly. There was a lot of humility about him. Dr. Usharbod Arya, when you're in his presence, you feel a different aura around him. As earlier it says, Savai Pandita Uchyate. Uchyate means, Uchyate says it's called. And so these are the people that are called, that were called Pandits. I'll move on to two more and then we will come to an end. We've gone again. I'm sorry. Pravrittavak Chitrakatha Uhavan Pratibha Pratibhavanam Ashu Granthasya Vakta Chayah Sa Pandita Uchyate Sa Pandita Uchyate. Again, Pravrittavak. The qualities that they had, they spoke fluently. Pravrittavak. They spoke fluently in all branches of knowledge. All branches of knowledge. You can't see it. I'm sorry. And they can give rational explanations. The debates, I don't know how many you remember your fathers going to the debates because they wanted to prove what we are saying, what these books are expressing. This is what, it's not your interpretation of what's being what this shloka or this mantra is saying. Debates, and the older gentlemen will walk with their lathis because sometimes the debates get into physical altercation. Pandit Ganesh will remember that. There was and I was just telling Sarah last night, there was a cinema in Golden Grove on the East Coast. It's called National Cinema. A lot of the debates happened at National Cinema, and they'll come from Triumph and Enterprise and Enmore and wherever else they come and they go there in the debate. They sit there in the debate and then sometimes they get into altercations. They have rational explanations. And not only that, they can reference different texts very quickly. And that's why when we try to give a message here at the Arya Spiritual Center, if you look at some of the messages that are given, we try to reference different texts because the theme is relevant in the Bhagavad Gita, in the Yajurveda, in the Rig Veda, all the Vedas, the shlokas that we present to you. The themes are common there. And that's why we, in our research, we try to find those mantras and those shlokas and those chaupais where we can give you proper evidence that yes, this is what the interpretation is. And as it said earlier, can we see? That Cha yaha, it says there. Here it says, Ashu Grantasya Vakta. Grantasya, the books, they can reference the books. Ashu, quickly, they can reference the books. Cha yaha sa Pandita Uchati. Here again, the people who had those qualities, they are the ones that are called Pandits. I think we are more or less out of time. I'll do one last one and then we will come to an end. I'm sorry. Okay. Many of you will know the tune to this one. And if you can follow me along, you can join us. Shipram vijana tichiram krinoti vijaya chartam bhajate nakamat. Once more. Shipram vijana tichiram krinoti vijaya chartam bhajate nakamat. Nasam pudishto hyupayunkte padathe. Nasam pudishto hyupayunkte padathe. Tat prajnanam prathamam panditasya. Tat prajnanam prathamam panditasya. Tat prajanam prathamam panditasya. These are the four qualities that the pandits had. Look at the qualities. He who they understood very quickly. If I can go back to the Shipram, very quickly. Vijana Tichiram. Kunoti, very quickly, and they listen. Kunoti, they listen patiently. They listen patiently. Undertakes his task with proper judgment and not from unethical means, and does not spend his time on affairs of others without being asked. Doesn't get involved in other things without being asked. That person is said to possess the qualities, the lakshanam of a pandit. And so, my dear friends, because of time, we will come to an end today. And I hope that the few shlokas that I have shared with you will inspire you to go and research something on Vidur. Vidur was, I would say, the conscience of the Dhritarashtra in the Mahabharata. See some of the shlokas that he has. Sometimes I don't like some of the explanations that are given in English, but we have an obligation to dig deeper into the meaning and see what it's really telling us, and be able to share with those who don't have the time to really do the research. So for all of you who've celebrated your birthday today, and all of you who've come today to this mandir, we hope that whatever we have done here today will make a difference in your lives, and you will continue to be inspired by Vedic Satya Sanatan Dharma. Namaste. Let's all stand for the Arti Bhajan and Shanti Path and come to a close. We'll do a few verses of the Arti Bhajan and we'll come to a close because of time. Jai Jagadish Hare, Swami Jai Jagadish Hare, भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जो ध्यावे फल पावे, दुख विन से मन का, स्वामी दुख विन से मन का, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, कष्ट मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण गहो किसकी। स्वामी शरण गहो किसकी। तुम बिन और न दूजा, तुम बिन और न दूजा। आश करो जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। विषय विकार मिटाओ, पाप हरो देवा। स्वामी पाप हरो देवा। श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ावो, श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ावो। संतन की सेवा। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे. We pray for peace from above, from below, and from all around us. We pray that the food that you consume bring you peace, the water that you drink. And as you go to your various homes, may the peace and the sanctity that we experience here this morning, may that peace be with you all as we chant. Om Dhyah Shantirantariksam Shanti Prithvi Shantirapah Shantiroshadhayah Shantirvanaspatyaha Shantirvishvedevah Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvam Shanti Shantireva Shanti Sama Shantiredhi. Om Shanti 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 Om. प्रेम से बोल ओंकार भगवान की जय। प्रेम से बोलो वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय। प्रेम से बोलो महर्षि स्वामी दयानंद की जय। प्रेम से बोलो जगत गुरु प्रेम से बोलो श्री कृष्ण की जय। मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम Shri Ram ki jai. We ask that Amnodidi Bhojwati has prepared lots of bhojan for us. So we'll chant the bhojan mantra and we come to an end. Arti will be going around. Please help us. As was said earlier, we're begging for donations to just simply carry on our activities here at Mandir. Om Anapate Nanasya Nodheya Anamivasya Shushminaha Praparataram Tarisha Urjanodheyi Dvipade Chatushpade. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste and thank you all.